Hello, welcome to Anything Goes Garage. I know it's been a while. I haven't put up a video, but my life's been upside down with this big move. There's been so much going on, so I'm finally going to put a video up. So it's not going to be working on cars. It'll be moving cars. But in this video, we're going to do some stuff at the house. So where I start a video is a little bit abrupt. It seems like the GoPro decided not to work that day, and I guess probably 6 videos didn't come up, so it's going to be like loading the vehicles on a hauler. So otherwise, I've been very busy here, going back and forth to North Carolina. I've probably made 10 or 11 trips with the race car trailer, and my friend Dave and his co-worker there took a United Rentals trailer that he bought off auction. We filled that up. Probably seen that in a previous video, and the low boy with my tractors and stuff. But I mean, there ain't as much stuff in my yard, just little stuff, you know. The windmill and stuff will go, the bobcat, all that stuff. There's pretty much, my trailer's full right now. We're waiting on the United Rentals truck again for Dave to drop that off so I can fill that up, and I think we're good. If you can't see those pink or orange, pink-orange flags, whatever they are, out there in the field, out there in the yard, that is, I have to put a new septic in. It's such a scam in New Jersey. Over 10 years old, they end up replacing your septic and putting those stupid mounds. Terrible. There was nothing wrong with my septic system, except for maybe a crushed pipe down there, which could have been fixed. I had no breakout, no nothing. But the banks won't sign off on a house with an old septic. So it's just a scam, a total scam. It's a $26,000 scam. So I was supposed to close on March 31st. Well, the bank said, no, we're not closing until the septic's done. Well, here we are, let's see, April, first week of April, still haven't closed. Septic's not done. And the county is holding up all the permits. So, yeah, it is April. Yes, it is April. So, don't mind me, my brain's fried. I couldn't tell you what day of the week it was or which way I'm going. So yeah, there's a lot going on in my life, and just trying to upkeep this and get things loaded and get out of Dodge. Got the cars down there. There's a bunch of stuff you'll see in the video. I've been busy. I've been burning the candle at both ends. There was nights of 36 hours straight just unloading stuff and unpacking. And then last week I went again, and another 26 hours of no sleep, and then drive back. So I'm kind of recuperating now and packing stuff and just going over stuff, trying to relax. So we're gonna get this video. I'll shut my mouth and let you guys watch it and enjoy. So we're gonna load the F100 next, and then not sure. I think this one's going. This one's gonna give us a pain. It'll be a little bit of a pain in the butt. This thing's going over again. So that's what happens when you let your cars sit too long. Hey, I can fix my trunk from here. Look at that big hole. There ain't nothing missing there. A little chill here in Jersey. You're good. What's that?
How's the tire?
You're right perfect, even with the edge of this.
Perfect.
Oh, with the ramp. There she goes. Now the fun part is getting this Granada up there because it don't want to stay running. All right, so we're almost there. Had some issues, loading issues. Oh, sorry. Oh, what'd I do with the key? Okay. Must be in the trunk. There it is on the seat. Threw the key on the seat. Oh, my nerves are spent. Just spent loading these things. This hasn't been running a while either. Not the months to run right with all this garbage fuel. Come on, baby. Let me tell you, I don't know how these guys do these loading these cars, but I just loaded 2 of them, and that is nerve-wracking. You ain't got this thing straight, you're putting this thing in between the rails, and that's not good. I got a lot of oh, yeah, too soon, Junior. Well, that stalled out like 19 times before it got into reverse. Nothing wants to leave here, but I do. Anybody want to buy some cars? I'll leave them here, you come get them, just pay me. Joking. All right. Oh, we got our flatbed already. Just called it in. All right, so we're gonna have to load this. I'll let him do this. Maybe I'll do it. All right, so this is the one of the 2 in-ops that are going. We're gonna put it on a flatbed and we're gonna stuff it up on the backside of the trailer, or yeah, the trailer, the hauler. Meanwhile, I just fill up the spaces in here. And I got all this to move. All this stuff's got to be out of here, including what's in behind here and everything, by the 31st. And today is what, the, let's see, 16th, 17th, 18th. Now to see that happening. Yeah, my anxiety is just through the roof right now. And not only that, when he leaves, he'll show up at my house down there in the morning, and I gotta beat feet out of here. I'm gonna wait till after rush hour, probably after dark, and come out there and go out there then. And then I got an overseas container showing up in the AM between 7 and 8. And here comes Flynn's towing. He's gonna put these up on the flatbed, and we're gonna shove them up on the truck. All right, so this one's going up front to put this on the hauler. It's taking a little bit more time than we expected due to gremlins in a couple of vehicles. All right, so here we are so far. 5 on. This one's ready to go on. Alright, in-op truck number 1 is on the back. And that's what we got so far. 3 to go. We're almost there. We're gonna get the road. Look at that beauty. Alright, so here we are, strapped down, ready to go, southbound and down. Yep, here in a little bit. Lying down the bed on this truck because it's a little bouncy.
I'm trying to get another one because it's still bouncing.
Still bouncing?
Yep.
Oh boy. Man, that is good. So the driver has an air fryer in his cab, in his sleeper, and he's making dinner. And he gave me a piece of this. This is delicious. And then there was this. Yeah. Eating good. Eating good. Go. Like, there they go. All right. So I'll see them tomorrow in North Carolina. And I'm gonna go take a nap and head out of here after rush hour. Good morning from North Carolina. Yes, I've got some weeding to do. And rose bushes are doing good. I'm gonna have to trim those up. I don't know how to do it, but we're gonna figure that out. The doggies are eating their goodies and walking around. We've got the big boys out there turning some ground under. You smell that fresh soil. Last time I was here, they put their fertilizer down or whatever they sprayed on the thing. Panzer. And good morning. Alright. And I have my plants, my bulbs I put in the ground are coming up. Excuse me. And we got lots of rain, and I guess we got a lot of wind here because I came here and oh, bird feeder's finally empty. I came here and my Quaker State sign was flipped over, and the Quaker State sign was over by the street, so that's all the way over here. And that refrigerator was upside down. Not like it's heavy, but the wind comes out from that direction, and it blew in this overseas container from China. Ah, yeah, look at this. I guess it must have blew in from China. Gonna have to paint that. So yeah, Carolina Shipping Containers dropped this off this morning, did a nice job. Props to them guys. I ordered this before I left last time, went back to Jersey, and we set this here. I'm gonna see if I can level it up. I don't know, it seems pretty good. The ground here is pretty nice. So I left a 10-foot gap here, and he did a pretty good job. I wanted it on the line, but I said, you know what, that's good enough because I'm gonna put equipment in here. Maybe I'll put a roof over this. So the future plan is to get another one and put it here and maybe put trusses over it. I don't know, but it's pretty clean. I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna shelf this thing out and shelf this out and get all the stuff, at least most of the stuff that's in the shop, into here. It's not bad in here. I mean, I could paint the inside of this, but I don't have the paint. I don't have the time right now. But at least it's not all rotted. There's a couple of rust spots on it, no big deal. I'll prep it. So this is a 9/6 box, and it's 40 feet long, I believe. Yeah, 40 because the shop's 50. And this is they called it, they rate these A, B, and C for condition. This was considered a B box, I believe. It was like $3,100 and change. And it cost, I think, I don't know what it cost to deliver. I think it was $400 from Smithfield. So, yeah. So I got some cleaning up to do around here. Hopefully this week I'll get to the scrap bin. I'm tired of looking at this. I don't know how I'm going to level this thing up. It's over 6,000 pounds. How I'm going to lift it. Didn't have the means this morning to do it. I actually got here 6 o'clock. I slept for, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, and the guy showed up. So I kind of just got back outside. I took a little nap for another 45 minutes or so. I was jammed up on coffee. Well, it is what it is, but it's getting warm out here. It was a little frosty this morning. And we had some rain, wind here while I was gone, and the shop made out okay. And here we are again. So we're gonna work on getting the plumbing and electrical stuff out of here. We're gonna get that shelved out in there, I think, and throw some of this in here. And come on in. And we're gonna get some of the stuff out of here and get it in there because I got cars coming at noontime. So, yep. So I'm gonna incorporate some of these bins in there, but not all of them, because I think the blue ones we're gonna use eventually for the new shop, for the supply room. So we're here. And I had some other news. I'm supposed to be closing on the 31st, but now the bank wants the septic that's being replaced up my old house to be replaced before closing. So that's gonna push it back 2 more weeks, which, you know what, is perfect because I'm at my wit's end. I don't have all my stuff out of there, and it's not gonna happen by the 31st. So I'm still gonna work my tail off to get everything out. I still got some stuff to get rid of, get out of there, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, but I can't wait to get the shop done and start working. I need an electrician here. I wanna get these lights all done, but they gotta be wired. I wanna move these 2, probably turn them sideways. Somewhere I think I'm gonna put the lifts on the ends this time. That'll probably be about it, but last time I was here, yeah, because you guys didn't see this, that's right, because I brought my camera, and guess what I forget to put in there? Forgot to put the SD card in it. So this is what I got done. I got this in, all this up. I still haven't fixed this beam yet on either side. I still haven't fixed this wall. I got a little more of that air header done. Refrigerator's here. This is where my slop sink's gonna be. I got my shelving up here. This is probably where I'm gonna do some engine work. I built a bench, just a little one. Put some up pegboard. Put a couple of drops down for the air header. And put up some signage. And yeah, got this wall painted. And hung up some stuff, more stuff. And I got that panel in here. I don't know if you can see that. That panel there, I had to do it in 2 pieces, but that's painted, that's painted. I got some shelving up in here for my filters, some books, and I have to go unload that trailer. So plan is to get to work. So actually I could spend an extra day down here, so I'm gonna be here for a few days, and since I got that little extension on my closing, so. All right, time to get to work and less yabbering. Oh, what a mess. Actually, not really a mess, there's a lot here. So far I don't see any, hopefully no damage. A couple boxes kind of disheveled, but I think we're good. So, got 2 big machines over here. They plowed that in less than an hour from one end to the other. So we're just past there. So I just got a phone call. The driver is about 5 minutes away from the house with my cars. So yeah, we'll be unloading. Stay tuned. All right, there they are. Hopefully all safe and sound. Might have to unload these in the street, but hopefully not. It's gonna be a tight turn. Let's see what he says. My children are home. Look at that. What a sight for sore eyes. All right, I'm gonna bring this in, get this unloaded, and then we gotta find a place to put all this stuff. There it goes. Got it. Put that right in the left back.
Lay your foot over there.
Alright. Sure. Yep.
me see it'll start.
Okay. Battery dead. Woo! Hey, I put it to the jump box and it started quick.
All right, so there we are. All 9 of them back in order, and all got to go in that little box over there. Not the box of wheels, the other box, which I have to clean up. Lots of help from him. Oh my God, that was nerve-wracking driving those cars on and off. Off wasn't so bad, it was on. And the Granada, that was the biggest POS to get on and off of there, and that just quit running. So, yep, I'll get grilled for that, I'm sure. Yeah, time to write the check. And yes, I christened the driveway. And they won't be the only ones here. So, let me grab my broken strap. I broke a strap trying to tow that thing off of here. This is what it is. Grab my water bottle. Oop. And he's going back to pick up 6. I think it's 6 Teslas. So he's got his hands full. And I believe he's going back to Florida. That's where he resides, I believe. So, yep. So get a chance, look him up. It's Limitless Trucking LLC, and very nice guy. He's a car guy. In fact, I believe they have a drag car. It's a Honda. Don't judge. It's fast. I think it's an 8 or 9 second car. And yeah, in fact, he's a North Jersey boy. He's been around, been PA, been Florida, so been Puerto Rico, and he's raced at ACO and Maple Grove. So yeah, I'm sure our paths have crossed at some point. So all right, we're gonna get back to work over here. I gotta grab some lunch and recharge, and beautiful day out. Let's get some stuff done. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff cleaned out of here yesterday. Still got a lot more to go over here. Plumbing and electrical and miscellaneous. Got all the lumber and conduit, copper, and black pipe. That's got to go. The small pieces of lumber, I got to put them someplace dry in case I need the pieces for here and there. I don't like to throw anything out yet, because you know what happens as soon as you throw things away. Hey, what did I do with that? Oh, dang, I burned it, or I threw it away, or I gave it away, or something like that. So there's one pile of lumber. When I get my wood stove back up and going, I will, if I don't have it, if I have it by then I'll use it for heating the house. Oh, I hate doing these. They need some serious oil. I wish they made these things where they had a grease fitting, like right here. All right, so I got some stuff put in here. I don't know how good you're gonna see anything. So out of all the scrap wood I had, I built this rack. I'm no carpenter, and no carpenter's dream, but I nailed most of this together. I started with screws till I ran out of screws. I'm like, yeah, this ain't heavy enough, so I used some nails and threw it together. It's not going anywhere. I think it's just easier to just go get some racking. That took probably better than half the day to build, you know, so, but it's good. We can load it down, so I'll show you my next project. All right, so today's first project is to put up this solar street lamp, which I need over my garage in the worst way because I'm tired of working in the dark. It's got a bunch of functions with it. Unfortunately, I have to read the book. I'm sure most of this is probably 20 different languages, yes, but it's pretty self-explanatory when you're mechanically inclined. So it's got a post. I'll mount it to the top of the building somewhere, unless I have to modify it. Let's see here. Yeah, hopefully there's a flat spot up there I can do this with. Either turn it this way or that way, depends on which that top piece of metal up on the garage is. So I'm gonna kind of put this together, see what it looks like together, and then I guess I'm gonna have to get my ladder, and I'm gonna have to back my truck over there and put the ladder in the back of the truck, because I don't have an extension ladder high enough to go that route. So pretty nice. This is supposed to be one of the better ones. I think this was like $200 and some. They have all different types out there. I forget how many lumens. It's I don't know what it is. Let's see the spec here. It's off Amazon, but Yeah, I'll give you that in a bit. I don't know where it's at, so let's get to getting. All right, we're about to do some sketchy-ish. Yes. I don't have my extension ladder, but that's not gonna go anywhere. We're gonna put our light up on the center seam of that door, which is 9 feet, and 9 feet on the other side, which is right in the middle. It's 18 feet total. And I'm gonna go get some nice sharp drill bits. I'm gonna make sure I can get in. Oh, I'm gonna move that. I gotta make sure I can get in through the top of that. Oh, I see the wasp are out already, great. All right, as you can see way up there in the atmosphere, I got my post mounted on the garage, and there was no way to put a through bolt through it. So luckily I had some of those Butler building screws with the rubber washers, and I pre-drilled the holes and then drilled the 5/16 and screwed them in, and they grabbed right through there because it's a special type of screw they use. I don't have one to show you. I think they're in the truck, but we're assembling this now. We're gonna put this up there. We're gonna do some sketchy stuff. Doo-dah, doo-dah. I hope you get away with it. Oh, doo-dah day. Okay, one more ladder on. I don't like working like this. Not one bit. Oof. I should have ran these down further. Bolts should have been longer. All right, this is the only thing I don't like is how long these bolts are. So another project thing is, you would think they'd put a cover over top of this. So the water is going to lay in here and here. So I might drill a little hole in there somewhere, drain it for a drain hole. Make sure she's level. Good there. And that's my roof. Galvanizing's gone. It needs a roof. The screw washers are gone. So I'm gonna have to price out, get a quote on replacing that and those fan turbines, or maybe I'll put an electric one up there. I don't know. See what happens. So I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with this, and I think we're gonna be good. Ta-da! Well, it's not totally empty or organized or cars in here yet, but all that junk is gone. Yep, and the floor's a lot cleaner. I wish I had my leaf blower here. Oh wait, I got rid of that. That's right, that broke. Well, I wish I had an air compressor. I have one, but it's not wired to 220 yet. I would just blow this out the door. But it's good enough for now. I can deal with all that stuff. A lot of that belongs in here. So I guess maybe I'll start pulling some of the cabinets out. I want to hang some cabinets up on the wall before I jam this up with cars and take the chance of scratching something. So yeah, so here, I'll show you the container. And I have to go through this again and organize it. But yeah, so that's everything that was in the shop. But I'm gonna go through a restack, go through everything. I'm sure a lot of stuff's gonna get thrown out. Some of these bins, blue and orange, or blue and red and yellow bins will get used instead of sitting there empty. So it's all in time. Once I'm down here, I got my whole life to take care of stuff and get her done. Next, I gotta get an electrician in here. I wonder where I find one of those. Hey guys, it's Saturday. Got a lot done around the shop today. Right now I'm just charging that up. Put some stuff away in the little shed, if you want to call it a little shed. Got some stuff, some banners hung up, got some cabinets hung up today. Yeah, I got some vehicles in here, but it's still just a disaster in here. I didn't even empty the back of the truck out yet. just doing what I can for now. I started on, this is probably where I'm gonna, for now, just put my engines together right here. Starting to organize this. I gotta get more shelving. I'm missing some shelving from home yet. There's still stuff, it kind of holds me up not having all my stuff here. I built another bench today, as you can see. This is an 8-foot bench compared to that 6-footer. Hung that cabinet. I don't know, I still haven't gotten to those walls yet. I'm probably gonna need help with those. I may start on just grinding on those beams tomorrow. Get them ready for welding, because somebody's gonna have to help push that wall in. Just going through everything. It's been a long day. About 80 today, ain't bad. Just took out the 56 down the road to wring it out, charge the battery, and clean the plugs off because it's been idling around a lot lately. I did a scrap run today, of course. And I got rid of all that mess. Next time I go, I'll take this stuff up to Foss. It's called Foss Recycling. And this turned into a bigger mess. Yes, but I did get rid of some lumber building the bench today, so that's a good thing. So I've been slowly putting stuff in here because I can't have it all in the shop. I'm gonna, maybe tomorrow, while it's cool out and early, come in here and start going through this, because I know there's more stuff that I can make disappear. I fixed this kept washing out, so I just put some asphalt patch and tamped out. I cleaned some of this up. I'm being overrun by carpenter bees today. I must have killed like 7 of those things. They're hard to get. But yeah, we're getting there. Just going through stuff. Like I say, it's hard to do stuff when you don't have cabinets, you don't have everything to kind of trial fit in place, because this is going to be jam-packed when I get all my equipment, my machinery down here. And I still have a trailer load of parts and a trailer behind the shop that I have to bring down, all engine blocks and stuff, transmissions. I'm glad. Luckily, I'm probably dirty now. I just wiped my face with my dirty hands. Luckily, I got that phone call, if I didn't say before, that my closing of the 31st was pushed back 2 weeks because the bank doesn't want to settle or close before the septic is replaced in my yard in Jersey. So it's kind of a good thing because it gives me an extra 2 weeks or so to get my stuff and get it out of there, because I wasn't going to make it by the 31st. So I gave myself a couple extra days down here to do stuff. And I have those 3 to move yet. Not even. Hey guys, welcome back. Back in the New Jersey hole. I got back Tuesday morning at like 6:30 in the morning. 6:30, something like that. Drove straight through. That wasn't fun. Drove the night. Wasn't bad. Slept for about an hour or two, and then, of course, knocking on the doors is another appraiser, so let him in. By that time, it was time to get up and do stuff, even though I was still tired. So I got the other trailer going. The trailer I brought back, that's full now. I spent about a day and a half on that, and loading the other big trailer. And my friend Dennis helped me load more furniture. Thank you, Dennis, for doing that into the big trailer. Yeah, so kind of different around here now without my cars. It's not a home anymore. I mean, the house could be empty, but without my cars, it's yeah, it's different, especially when you walk in here. Yeah, stuff's piling up in here now. I brought home more crates, more boxes, moving stuff around. Keith with the Packard that's out there, this blueprint engine, he found a place. The guy's gonna put the engine trans in, put the front end back together, and rewire the car for him. So he did some chassis work for me and my friend Damon. He's a really good fabricator, so I trust in him. It looks like I went wheeling with the gasser because of the mud before I left. That's the only thing. Well, the wagon's here. Oh, so the other day, the new owner-to-be sent me a check for the wagon. And today, I tried to send out the title via U.S. Postal Service, and both places by me, I don't know if it's a holiday, it's Thursday. Is it a holiday or something? Both places, nobody's there. Doors open, lights are off, nobody's there. I wanted to send that like certified or whatever, the title. So he lives in North Carolina. He's one of the I guess second owner of this car. He's owned it. He did own it for almost 50, well, 40 some years, 30 some years, whatever it was. Early 2000s he dumped it, I believe, or his nephew did. And that's when I found it just, you know, well, April will be a year. And now he's going to be reunited with his car again. So yeah, I did a lot of work to it. It was well worth it, and it's going back to good hands. He is going to drive it back to North Carolina. He's going to fly up, and he's going to drive it back. He used to drive this car to Florida. A little different now. I mean, it's got a little smaller engine, but hopped up, but it's a lot safer. Radials on it and stuff now. Power brakes, power steering. It's sealed up better, rides better. So we're hoping that there's no issues. Throwing some extra parts with him, some extra fluids just in case. He's not afraid of nothing. So yeah, the gasser's the only thing left here besides the wagon. And the gasser will go down with me. I'm glad all my cars made it down nice and safe. And as for the Granada being a pain in the ass trying to load and unload it, we're good. So the front shop is practically empty except for the Cummins, the big block, and about 6 sets of heads and a few blocks. And I went through the trailer out back here and put a bunch of stuff on Marketplace. If not, I guess I'm scrapping it. I can't keep moving this stuff around. I'm never gonna do, what am I gonna do at 5 or 6 283 blocks? They're dime a dozen on Marketplace. I put all 5 of them up there for 75 bucks. Somebody can take their choice. I don't care what they do. I care what they do with them, but I don't. I hope they use them, not scrap them. I put some other stuff on there. My friend Mark is coming up for the 6-cylinder Blue Flame 6 and the transmission, the original engine out of my Bel Air. And he's gonna take that. I gave him that, and I think a set of cylinder heads. There's some other stuff. I'll have to take you around, show what I'm doing, but this disaster here is coming along. I don't want to send my toolbox down the road yet because I have to put a water pump on that because it's weeping. I have the pump, I just haven't had time to do it. I'm blowing off all my machinery, condensing everything. The blasting cabinet is in the trailer, cleaning this up. It's down to the nitty gritty. Thank God I got an extra, what do you say, extra 2 weeks. So the 15th is closing, so it gives me time to get stuff put away. Making another scrap pile here. More scrap. I got the 3 wagon doors up on Marketplace for free. I got 2 guys that want them, but first come, first serve. So a little wet back here. It's a little mushy back here, but backhoes up front. Cleaned a lot of this mess up. This is getting empty in here now. A lot of crates went out of here. It's pretty empty. I don't know what you can see. I can't turn the lights on. They're not hooked up. The only thing I want to get out of here today, because tomorrow is rain, half-inch of rain. Got to get that tire machine out of here and put it in the shop. I have 4 tires to change on the open trailer. They are shot, but I still have to load all this stuff yet. And I got to crate it up. I brought home a ton of crates from down south there in North Carolina. The new home and boxes we cleaned out under there. Sorry guys, it's not a car repair revival, whatever, but I got to get through all this to get back into the groove of things. You know, it's just tough. So don't, just hold tight. You know, we'll be back on that again. And this is all, let's see, those 3 blocks. I think one with the timing cover, I'm going to get rid of that. I've had that since '88. Just a 350. Those, let's see, those 5 blocks there, the 283 blocks, they're 350 blocks. I'll keep them. Bunch of stuff here. This is going to Mark. Transmission goes to Mark. But pretty much everything in here is just needs a home or needs to go home. Still got stuff over there. That shed is almost empty. That shed's almost empty. I got to take all my plows down there and my discs. Might have a buyer on the military trailer, hopefully. This has got to go down. Packer will be going away, and that big tractor right there will be going. So beautiful day out here, like 75 degrees. So I won't bore you with any more of my jibber jabber, and we'll get back to this. I actually stopped at Kinston Dragway for a schedule they didn't have. I have to call in. I just want to see their track. I didn't get to go walk around it, but next time I go down there, I will bring you along. Maybe we'll watch a little drag racing. All right, a little bit accomplished today. Pulled some equipment out of here, cleaned up the floor, blew some stuff off, staging it for the big move. So when I get it there, every piece of equipment is getting degreased, washed off, degreased, wiped down, all wiped down. If not painted, something will get painted, I'm sure, but this stuff's just so covered in dirt, it's just time. So I put new tires on the open trailer today, and unfortunately I had to pull the one drum off because the front axle, the bearings were out of adjustment. That trailer's from 2018 with a Dexter axle underneath it, but the front axle was like, the bearings were loose. So I pull them apart and I look, they barely put any grease in those things. I mean, just a smidge. It wouldn't have made it from here to North Carolina with a load on it. We made it around here a little bit, but that's it. So I go to knock out the inner seal. You know how you put the nut on the axle with the washer and you give the drum a yank, pulls this bearing. Well, you can't do that because the nut is bigger than the whole thing and you can't pull it out. So I tried to drive it out with a flat-ended punch and destroyed the seal. So I'm gonna pick up a couple seals and repack that front axle. The back one, I'll probably do that too. I don't know. But that front was loose, I think, because what pulls on them things is when you're turning. It scrubs that front axle real bad, so I think that's why they're it's not worn, but there's something going on. What's up, Panzer? Hi, buddy. What you doing? Oh, here comes Maggie. Yeah, so we're winding down now, and time for a little cigar and a nightcap, and I think I'm gonna take it easy for tonight. And new tires are on. I just got to set the pressures 65, and I got my tire machine out of the back shop and a rear and a couple other things before the yard turns to mush again. Cover everything up. We're supposed to get a half inch of rain tonight, tomorrow, whatever. So just preparing. So I guess I'll catch you guys in the AM. We're gonna start on that wagon water pump because it's supposed to rain all day, and I'm pretty much loaded and ready to go. So all right, Panzer, don't eat the grass seed. He loves eating grass seed. He thinks he's a bird. Bird brain. All right, and we're back. Month number 3, day 27, 2026. Yep. Doing a water pump change on this before it goes to North Carolina. It's actually leaving in a couple of weeks before I actually get out of here. So this old casting decided to leave the chat. I was looking at this old casting. It's dated 1971. So I got a new Gates unit from the parts store. It's got the unit lug for the fan. It's a new casting. It's all new everything. There's no cores on this stuff no more. It's a shame, but once all this stuff's gone, it's gone, you know. So if anybody wants a date-coded GM leaking water pump, you know, hit me up. Yeah, no. So anyway, I'm gonna paint this. Hopefully this is close. It's supposed to be Detroit Diesel Alpine Green. This the cap don't indicate the color, but then again, those cans I was using were a little old. We'll just get it close. So I'm gonna clean the gasket off, get my RTV ready to use, or RTU, yeah, RTU, RTV, whatever the hell that stuff is, and put that on there and get this thing back together. I got to give this car the total once over and get it ready. I'm going to drive it a little bit. The weather's going to be nice. I'm probably going to do my trip to North Carolina sometime in the next week or less. We're going to take the red Dodge, the blue Dodge, and 2 trailers, maybe the big United Rentals trailer, and maybe some equipment. I don't know, we'll see. There's actually still pollen all over my cameras from down there. Hopefully that's gone by the time I get there. So, all right, let me get to work on this, get this painted. All right, good morning.
Good morning.
So, it's a little of a bittersweet day. Bitter for me, sweet for you.
Sweet for me.
But it's a good thing. In a previous video, Henry here took this for a ride. This was his car how many years?
50 years ago.
50 years ago. This was his
My
original
first ride.
car.
My real first ride.
Yeah.
And the sticker was in there to prove it, because the date I bought it, there was a little label embossed in there. It has 3/13/1976, which is exactly 50 years ago.
Yep.
And that's when I got it. And it's incredible. Who would have thunk it? That all these years later it would enter back in my life.
Yep.
I really appreciate all the work you've done on this, Jack.
If it wasn't for the guy I got it from, Jumping Title, and that tag on the bottom of the title, and I says, who did I call? One of you guys?
That was my brother.
That was your brother?
My brother.
I'm like, I hate to call people, and they're like, yeah, who are you? And I know he was at work, and he passed the number over to you, and you were probably ecstatic.
Oh, I was like, really? I saw some of the videos. Apparently, you posted some of the videos of the teardown, and that really caught my eye. I said, you're taking it apart. I said, this doesn't look stock. I said, no, it's not.
I was like, yeah. And I know nothing about the car, and we didn't even know. We just knew it turned over, but we didn't know there was a whole piston that left the chat.
Yeah,
but we didn't care. We were having fun.
That engine was not the one that I had built for it.
No, that was like a junkyard motor with a cam and an intake, right?
Junkyard motor, and but the transmission, rear end, and all that stuff, that was all my doing.
Yeah.
And the steep gears in the rear, because it ended up as a drag car for about 3 years while I was in professional school, and now it's back on the road.
And here you go. They can go chase groceries and go places with it.
I'm very excited about it.
I had a lot of fun with this car. I've had it a year now in April, sometime in April, and it's transformed a lot, as you've seen to my videos, and I'm glad I did reach out and you got your car back.
I'm glad you did too.
And you're in the same state I am, of North Carolina.
Yes.
Even though I'm still here in Jersey, I'm still moving.
And we're here an epic trip with my son here, who came up and I says, I'm going to drive this thing back, and he says, are you sure you want to drive it back? You shouldn't put it on a trailer. I says, why?
It'd be a vice grip garage kind of thing, but you don't have to revive it. You throw some tools and some parts in the back and you hit the road.
I appreciate all the stocking that you did for us.
No problem. I mean, I wouldn't leave you hanging like that. I'd make sure there was a toolbox and a jack in there.
I have good confidence in your work, Jack.
I appreciate that. I mean, like I said, I've been driving this thing and it's been good to me. And it isn't like 65 mile an hour down the road for 8 hours, but
Well, we're going to find that out.
Yes, we are. I think it's going to be great. Roll the windows down and enjoy it. It's going to get warmer as you go. So
we got her already registered in North Carolina.
Yeah, I already got her new tag. Yep.
There she is.
Got the dirty Jersey tags off of it. Yep. So we're going to have fun, and you're going to have fun, and thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for all.
Thank you. I wish you all the luck, and let me know and keep me posted as you go. Send me pictures, video, whatever.
We'll be in touch because you're going to be just down the road from me.
Pretty much, yes.
Miles, but just down the road.
Cool.
All right.
All right. So we'll follow up with the road trip, and it's headed out. What's that?
Does this thing have seat belts?
No, it does not. Actually, the pins are there, but the belts were off.
Okay.
They sell them reproduction too. Don't forget that column. Bye-bye, car. There she goes. Safe travels. I'll talk to you soon. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up, get this edited. Update on the wagon. Henry made it safely back to North Carolina. No issues. I think they had a little clutch issue starting, possibly throwout bearing by the time he got home, but he says just kind of make a little squeaking noise or something. I don't know, maybe it just needs a good adjustment again. It's old car stuff. But he's got a list of stuff. He's all happy. He says they ran that thing down the road 65, 75 mile an hour. They took it up to 100. I was like, what? It's like, yeah. So he was ecstatic. They had a good trip. They did it in a good time. They stopped, you know, of course they stopped for fuel. Actually, I think he said 2 tanks of fuel at average 15.3 miles per gallon, which is dang good. So they're home, they're safe. The car's in its owner's hands now. They built that car, so they'll have some fun with it. And here comes Dave right now. Let's see what we got here now. And we got a Bobcat. Oh yeah, he's coming to pick up some stuff before we start offloading it out. Yeah, we got to get all the rest of the stuff out of there, but that's got to move some stuff. So yeah. So anyway, back to the car. Yeah, he's happy. He's gonna have some fun with it, and it won't be far from my house. And I'm sure I'll get to see it, drive it again. So I'm gonna wrap this up, go edit this. Thank you guys for watching. Like it, subscribe, tell a friend, all that good stuff. You know, keeps the channel going, and I'll be updating you more with more stuff. My closing is now Friday, so heading down probably Friday to North Carolina, and we're done with New Jersey. So I'll see you guys. You take care. See you next time.